Hello and welcome everyone to another K-Tein video. I am your host, Keobastein. And hello everyone and welcome to the year 2025. I have been absent for a good minute, so let me try to address that. So, first off, life changes have definitely been happening. And if you live in the US of A, you may be aware of some of those events that had transpired. I wish to not go into any more details into that, but let's just say I had to have my nose to the grindstone from work and a few other things. I still have found time to play matches and record them, so the Battle Archive shows are still basically underway, but I also have like a lot back order. Well, let me say back order. I have a lot. Let's say I have a lot of archives I need to upload, and I'm not just trying to do a major dump of all of them. I'm trying to spread them out somewhat. I sprinkle some new ones here and some old ones there and whatnot. And speaking of that, I guess, will my channel just be all about me dumping my gameplays? Mostly yes. I mean, that is the most easiest content to make, because imagine me just, playing the games I play, and I usually have some recording going on. I do at least make the time to at least try to edit out the downtimes if there is significant downtime from like lobbies and whatnot. Otherwise, I can say that yes, mostly my channel is mostly me dumping match videos. However, I do still want to do a few other stuff than just me dumping match videos, since I did mention that I want to diversify my content, where I want to try to give a bit more commentary. Like, my ideal goal is to at least have 3 types of videos. K-Tein, which is right here right now. I ideally want this to be more of a podcast where I would speak to other people from acquaintances, from friends or acquaintances from other gaming backgrounds and whatnot, to have some discussions about either what's happening with the gaming culture, or more specifically the fighting game cultural and whatnot. But I haven't had the most effective time of coordinating with other people or finding the time to do so. Coordination is hard. Then I want to still have K-BAS, which is just mostly me giving just little audio anecdoted with some gameplay in the background. K-BAS is supposed to be this stuff that's like not fighting game related personally and whatnot, but that hasn't really happened. I haven't done a K-BAS in a minute. I think those might become a little easier, and I think those will be my shorter length videos. Like, there'll be like K-Teins. This one may not be my usual length of a K-Tein due to me just trying to give an update. So this might be a more shorter than usual. In my opinion, a podcast is usually worthwhile, or at least in my opinion, I like to at least keep those at least 30 minute minimum and whatnot. This one may not be the case, because this is mostly just to give an update, and the reason why I call it K-Time is telling everything in nuance. So this is a video that really dives more into discussions and whatnot, and that is what is my goal with K-Time, to do more discussions. So when you see this particular background with my 2 favorite characters, 2 of my favorite characters, Bialio from Monsuno, and then Zach and Gash. I mean, technically they're not my most favorite characters in the series they represent, but I'm also just highlighting that I like these series a lot and whatnot. But enough of that. K-BAS, there will be a lot more of my shorter term videos, maybe even when I will do reactionary videos, even though that sounds sickening as I say it. Sorry for those who do like to do it. I don't usually find reaction videos very, I don't know what I want to say, either engaging or genuine, if that makes sense, and whatnot. That's what it seems to me, and whatnot. But I can at least say this: those will definitely be my shorter videos where I just maybe have some audio anecdotic here or there and whatnot. But and then there'll be obviously the Battle Archive show. Those are where I probably really won't be present. It'll just be me more of basically just uploading match videos and whatnot. Those will really just be that. Actually, when I do think about it, K-BAS may also be, those are the things where I do my streaming, because K-Tein is going to be something I record beforehand and edit out. K-BAS, like, there's just going to be very minimal to no editing on those, which may also even include my streaming. So yeah, I'm kind of going, I'm going back and forth with my plans and ideas, which is why it's been difficult to coordinate, because I don't stick to a freaking plan. All right, but so I will. So like I said, update. That's mostly the update on the channel, and I will do feel that this update of my channel, which is basically fighting game focus, are there any stuff that's been happening? Because it's been several months, and there has been stuff that happened with the fighting games. I might do a longer video in regards to all of that to kind of like give each thing my time and attention, but I can say, at least off the top of my head, things I am looking forward to. City of the Wolves is about to drop in like I think in another month. I am definitely looking forward to that. There was a beta that came out. I did not really play the beta. The beta really didn't entice me due to two particular factors that I'm definitely want to do a mash about, which is one, no training mode. Yeah, no training mode. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm necessarily a lab monster per se, but I'd be lying if I say, majority of my time is in the training mode. But, maybe I am a lab monster, but it's not really rather that I want to lab. Oh, sorry, I do want to lab, but it's rather I want to understand what the game's mechanics do and how they operate. It's less about, I gotta make these setups or anything. No, or do these combos. No, how do these mechanics work? That's what I want to know. How do these mechanics work? How do my character's tool set work and whatnot? And not having a training mode definitely makes that a harder thing to do. I do not enjoy playing things through attrition, aka sink or swim. That is not my way of enjoying games. But I won't go into that further. At least maybe with my match, I'll go into a bit further, because there have been discussions from the FGC and whatnot about that, and I definitely have words. But then the other thing with that beta, didn't have any of the characters I wanted on it. No T-Zulk, no Marco Rodriguez, no Billy Kane, and if the leaks that I have come across for City of the Wolves is true, one of my original mains may be there. I won't speak their names, so I guess to not spoil anything. But yeah, any of the characters who I really was interested in playing, not there. Maybe I would have tried Vox Machina, but I still needed that freaking training mode personally. I don't need training mode. I want a training mode. But yes. Oh, so next up to this, there is Bleach Rebirth of Soul, which is very fast approaching. And in fact, I think it might be 2 weeks from now, which I will also be on vacation for. So I am looking forward to that. So definitely expect to see some activities while I'm on my vacation, at least. That would definitely be nice and whatnot. But yeah, Rebirth of Souls, still looking very much excited for the game. I thought I was going to be leaning to playing Yaoichi because she had counter. Then they actually introduced a full-blown counter character who's also keep away in Tozen, which I gotta admit is making me kind of really damn freaking excited. Tozen is looking to be my favorite character in this game, and to be fair, Tozen was one of their first original characters I liked playing. Like when I got Bleach DS and DS, I wanted to play with Tozen. I mean, he was a black character with dress, so that was initially that thing. Also, his character arc was also entertaining, interesting. Is Tozen my most favorite Bleach character? No, that would actually go to I forgot what's his name. Shinji. Shinji might. Well, I have a lot of favorite characters in Bleach and whatnot, but back to Tozen actually. He's actually a full-blown runaway and counter character. Like, a lot of his cool sets is about having counters and running away from the battlefield. That's just like all me right there. And all me right there. And it's behind a character I like. So this is kind of making me very excited because anybody know in the past from me, when Dragon Ball FighterZ first came out, I didn't really like the game that much. I didn't like how Nappa played. Hit was difficult. These are all characters I like. Hit was difficult. The only character I related the most for is Frieza, but Frieza wasn't going to carry me through the game. But I like Frieza. My favorite character is definitely Frieza. And then he's a zoner, which is, again, my playstyle. So having a character I like, and then the playstyle that I also play, that just freaking clicked and whatnot. But once again, Frieza couldn't really carry the game to me that much because while much I do like Frieza wasn't the methodical zoner like I liked. He's a lot more of a fill the screen with everything, but still zoning there. So I still kind of dealt with him and whatnot and loved what he did with him. But my heart and truth is definitely I'm a slow, lumbering, methodical character. I like to play slow, lumbering, methodical character. I didn't care for Broly, even though Broly could do that. I didn't care for Broly, so I just didn't really bother picking up Broly either. And whatnot. They did introduce Zamasu, and I do kind of like Zamasu, but I don't love Zamasu. Like, he's a cool character. Don't love him as a character, though. Like, just didn't love him. And his gameplay was definitely harder, and I just had a hard time sticking to Dragon Ball FighterZ. Then when Season 2 came around, they introduced Jiren, who I really love. I really love Jiren. I really like Jiren the Grey from Dragon Ball FighterZ. And they made him a full-blown counter character. And let me tell you, that reunited my love for Dragon Ball FighterZ. It got me to carry the game home. I won't go too much further in this because that is going to a bit. I'll definitely feel I might want to do a mash for that and whatnot. But yeah, Jiren was able to make me muster through everything else about Dragon Ball FighterZ. And now that I have another character in another game that also looks like that's fitting my playstyle, I mean, things gotta change. Like, they had these character videos that explains, hey, here's what these characters do, and we get some elaboration of their tools, but things can still definitely change. But either way, Tozen looked like he's gonna be a day one main easily. But then there's still Shinji, 'cause I do like Shinji, and Shinji was put it in the game. That's it, promoted. Either he was put it in the game, and they do have Hiyori as a support character, so he's kind of like a pseudo maybe assist character, maybe not puppet, but pseudo character. So definitely like that. A few other now there are other characters that they haven't announced, but I'm hoping does come through. I forgot what his name. I believe his name is Yami. He's one of the he's like the big Espada named Yami. He has the number 10 on it, but he's actually the number 0 in disguise and whatnot. So I hope as an Espada he shows up. And oh dear, I forgot there was another character I was thinking about. Oh right, I hope maybe Gonju Shiba shows up, but he's not really a big player in the game. Like, he was only bit player, or rather he was a bit prevalent character, not even prevalent, he was a prominent character in Soul Society Arc, but he hasn't really had any presence ever since then. And only 2 games he's been playable in Bleach games to my knowledge: Bleach DS, which I did play him there, and then Bleach Shatter Swords and whatnot. But either way, if they do bring in Gonju, I would definitely be elated for that. So besides those 2 games, what else maybe on the docket? Actually, the trailer for Mortal Kombat 1 T1000 has shown up. I really wasn't crazy about season two's character per se, but the T-1000 was the character I felt the most interested in, and now that they showed the trailer, I can at least say I am still interested. I haven't played Mortal Kombat 1 thoroughly, but I definitely at least watch match videos, so that is at least pretty nice so far. Let's see. What else could be on the docket that I think might try? I want, like I said, I want to keep this going for too long. Well, actually, two more other things. Oh dear. Actually, so I'll say the two best things for last for things I am most looking forward to. So, Aquapaza Steam release. Fuck yeah. I love this. Fuck wasn't. Don't want to say I love this game. I mean, I've been playing it a bit more. Some people may have seen on my channel that I did upload 2 match videos. I definitely miss this game. I definitely really like this game, and it's getting a Steam release. Fucking great. It's one of the things I was basically hoping and praying for a lot. For games I really liked that was stuck on the PS3, like when Phantom Breaker Omnia got announced for PC, I was more excited that I finally have a PC way to a legitimate PC way to play the games I love. Because technically, I still did have them. I mean, I had emulation, but that wasn't the legitimate way to play them. And playing online on those are definitely a lot more tricky in a sense. So yeah, Aquapaza Steam release, let's fucking go. But you know what's even more that makes me cream in my pants? Yes, that's an analogy I'm going with. Whatever. Team Carna finally did it. We're getting Damon Bride additional game to the Outro West, but also on a console. I need to preface this with this. On the game store page itself on Steam, they said this game has been stuck in the arcade for 17 years. I've known about this game ever since it was shown in Japanese arcade. I was at it, there was videos and whatnot, but I've always wanted to play this game. Now, it's not like I never did not have played the game because things like, I don't know, emulation and whatnot. But even then, those emulation were very... Well, even when it became emulation, I think it only became available emulation around like 2013. Even then, it was the old version that didn't have the latest mechanics or characters and whatnot. And even when we did get one that was kind of closer to the latest version, it was still like there was still no training. Like I had to just go through the routine of basically, you know, making a makeshift dummy, even to use cheat engine to kind of get the game somewhat semblance of a training mode, and even then not fully. Now that we're actually getting a proper training mode, a proper release of the game on the console, which is actually one of the reasons why which is one of the main reasons I kickstarted Arcana Hearts Extends development in Kickstarter. They said, hey, depending how well this Kickstarter does will determine if they will basically go ahead and do something with Damon Bride. And let me actually look up that Arcana Hearts Kickstarter. Give me a second. I'm trying to find out the Kickstarter for Arcana Hearts. Alright, so this Kickstarter was done way back on June 4th, 2021. Wait, no, that's the last update. No, that's not even right. When was the that was the last update. So when was the original? No. So actually the Kickstarter was done in 2017 actually. So yeah, correct. Let me correct that. The Kickstarter for Arcana Heart was done back in December 2017. So that's like shy of 2 years from a decade. That's how fucking long I've been waiting for them to give us some type of acknowledgement of, yeah, we're gonna support Damon Bride and we're gonna do something with Damon Bride and whatnot. And here's a kicker. Now, even though I'm far more familiar with Aquapaza than Damon Bride, the reason why Damon Bride is still the most exciting is because they confirm they're doing rollback on that game. Aquapaza, we don't know if we're getting rollback because even though it's actually from the same developers, there's a different publisher involved, and that publisher, for all intents and purposes, we don't even know if we're even getting the PS3 port or we're getting a remade version of the game with maybe even more quality of life. I hope Aquapaza has a rematch function for online, because that's what I would really like. I mean, I would like rollback for Aquapaza. If we don't get that, I can live with that. But please give us rematch function for online play. That much is what I will really hope for. But Damon Bride, we definitely are getting rollback. Hopefully that has rematch function. And from what I understand from the developer, because they did have like an open question, I asked, will this game have rematch for online play? They did confirm that. And yeah, let's just fucking go. Not fucking go. I am freaking excited for Damon Bride additional game. So yeah, all the other fighting games that may be coming out, I mean, they don't hold a candle to what they're doing with this. The only thing that can even supersede all this is if Factor Breaker Omnia comes out saying, yo, we got rollback coming, let's... Anyways, I think I've gone on a bit long enough and whatnot for at least the things I'm looking forward to. I have the other thing on my docket, but we're already at the 20-minute mark, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up with probably maybe one song I'm saying. Content creation is difficult. I will say this: it is a difficult task to do. Do I enjoy doing this? Absolutely, but it is without a doubt difficult and whatnot. But even with that difficulty, I definitely feel that some people can definitely do a little more better on their content creation. In fact, that's kind of the reason why I'm even doing content creation myself. It's because I find others to be so disappointing from either misinformation, misrepresentation, and whatnot. But hey, since I'm talking about I don't like content creation, I can't say I do like some. I'll say right now, one I am a big fan of, Mr. MK Leo, the Digital Basement. If you want a content creation that's fighting game focused, that has some good nuanced discussion and talking points, Digital Basement is definitely where to go. I used to be a fan of Naturista, but as I think I was liking him more for the camaraderie of having ill feeling towards our system works. But now that I see how they kind of are in general, I mean, they still got great personality. I won't take that. They got a great personality. I want to see one of their commentary reels and see how they do a commentary. Otherwise, I'm not usually a fan of their talking point. Not because I don't agree with them, but just because it comes from a very close to an absolute standpoint that I just kind of don't get behind. Like there's this comment where he's like, well, there's this one way to really kind of how you should make fighting games by design, or even a lot of their own personal projection of like, oh, his woes when it comes to one of the characters he plays in the game and whatnot and everything. But let me stop that there. Like I said, I'm going to wrap this up. We are roughly reaching that 30-minute mark, so that's that update. Hope everyone is well and enjoy 2025. Actually, that person, Wolfamonger, definitely one of the better content creation I'm enjoying right now and whatnot. But all right, bye.